Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, we're reviewing a Ford Expedition Limited. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Ed Kenley Ford here in Layton, Utah for giving me some time with this Expedition. I'll include a link to their website in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Powering this is a twin-turbo 3.5-liter V6 that goes through a 10-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 16 around town and then 22 on the highway, with power outputs being 400 horsepower and then 480 pound-feet of torque. Now, before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. Now, taking a look at the hood, you guys can see how it's raised there on either side, and it has a boxy design overall. And you got the C-shape with the daytime running lights. You can see the headlight design as well kind of ties into that. Chrome trim throughout the grille in the Limited. Parking sensors there at the bottom. We also have fog lights and tow hooks. So putting it all together, the upgraded trim you get here on the Limited, I think gives it a nicer appearance, especially in contrast to the black paint on this one. Now around the side here, our tire wheel setup is 285, 45, 22 in the front and over in the rear. You can see here with the wheels, you've got the silver there with the gray. I think that looks pretty sharp. And then you've got the power side steps with this as well. You got more chrome trim here at the bottom of the windows. And then here is the full side view with the Expedition. And then take a look at the key fob. We have our lock and unlock function. We got the remote start function, the opening here for the hatch, and then the Ford logo on the back. And popping into the rear, you guys can see we've got these seat belts that match the seats for the back. It's kind of funny to see that. I actually have a 12 volt back there as well. But anyways, we've got these to raise and lower the third row automatically. The second row, you can only lower it down. And then the third row passengers actually get some nice features. More USB there, you got some cup holder, and then they can recline their seats too with that little function right there. And then as for space, because this is a full-size SUV, you can fit kids or adults in the third row pretty comfortably. But yeah, with the third row folded up, not a ton of space behind it. And when you're all done, just press this button and that will lower everything back down. Now I've got the C-shape for the taillights here in the back as well, and then more of that chrome trim, the Limited badge at the bottom. Parking sensors here, you got the bezel that covers the receiver hitch. And so wrapping it up, let me know what you guys think about the Limited, but I think the Limited has a nice appearance here with the Expedition. Now popping inside, we've got soft touch here at the top and down below. Got some storage here and then more storage here as well. We also have power side steps with the Limited. And then here are the seats. Got these nice leather seats here. And then, like I said, the seatbelt matches. Legroom here in the back's really good. We also have a little storage pocket, some cup holders. We've got our own climate zone back here, heated seats as well. And then headroom back here, it's good. I do want to mention quickly that the third row seats look just as nice as the second row seats, perforated all down the center and everything, so good job, Ford. Now take a look at the front door panel. You can see soft touch here and down below. Got all of our window controls, mirror adjustments. The mirrors do power fold in. We also have memory seat functionality, blind spot monitoring with the mirrors, and then tons of storage here in the door panel. And then payload on this, 1,405 pounds. And then here's the front seat again, perforated all down the center. Power adjustments on the side. You can see the light controls here. You've got the parking brake pedal adjustment there, and that's lower down the third row. And then you can see with the hatch, and then got nice trim here on the dash. Now taking a look at the steering wheel, got soft touch trim all around. I like that silver trim right there, that's pretty nice. Controls for the center, you've got adaptive cruise control as well, volume voice command controls on top of that. Then you have your turn signal windshield wiper stalk too. Full digital gauge cluster with this, just like a loaded up F-150. You can see different bits of information on the Expedition with it. And then you got your drive modes. You got a cool little animation with all of these different modes. You have modes for both on-road and off-road use. 360 camera system, really good resolution with the camera system. I will say though, with the vertical screen, the view isn't as big as it would be if it was a horizontal screen. Ford, get rid of the vertical screen. Anyways, down below we've got our dual zone climate controls and then heated and ventilated seats, heated steering wheel as well. And with this screen, I mean, it's not too crazy with, you know, the control on it. It's relatively easy to go through the different functions, as you can see, but I don't know. I still prefer horizontal, but there's this vertical monstrosity. Oh, and then at the bottom you got auto stop start, stability control, and then you can see the physical volume control. Trailer brake controls, got our trailer assist as well. A wireless phone charging pad here, and then I like this. This is nice, the kind of finish on it. We've got our transmission selector here, rear locking differential, plus and minus to shift the gears yourself. Your drive line select here with your drive mode select, 2-speed transfer case, advanced 4-wheel drive system. You also have your hill descent control, parking sensors, and plenty of storage space inside. Nice trim on the top, and then you can see the trim that goes across the glove box as well. I really like that. I don't know, that finish is just, like, look at it. Just has a cool look. And at the very top, got controls here for the panoramic sunroof and lighter colored headliner to match the seats. Now here's our window sticker for this Limited. If you're wondering, this is the sandstone leather interior. But anyways, this one has the excursion package. Interesting. So heavy duty trailer tow. Cool. I did not know about that package. That's kind of cool. $80,900 is the total MSRP. Let's see how it drives. Well, let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's visibility over the hood, both of the mirrors, dual blind spotting, through the rest of the rear. And let's set out on an excursion in the Expedition with the excursion package. I had to. Speaking of excursion, Ford, bring back the excursion. The people want a big body on frame diesel SUV. That'd be epic. Diesels are back in. Let me tell you, diesels are back in. Chevy's sales with that little 3.0 Duramax have been fantastic. So I understand that getting stuff approved with Uncle Sam is not necessarily the easiest, but I think it's worth it from a monetary standpoint for the manufacturers, and then it's obviously worth it from a customer standpoint for the customers because we want diesels. This is the weirdest test drive ever. I guess that we'll just adapt. Seats are really comfortable in this, so I think that's plus. Pretty quiet. I just drove a Raptor before this, and the Expedition, so the Raptor I think is the most comfortable F-150, by the way, and the Expedition, outside of the seats, like obviously, you know, Limited Platinum have more comfortable seats, but like ride quality. But as I was saying, the Expedition seems to be pretty much as comfortable as the Raptor. If you're wondering why I didn't go out of that driveway, I wanted to get an acceleration here. It's pretty quick. Twin turbo V6 does a good job. Does a good job. Now, yeah, ride quality is really good. Independent rear suspension does help out with that ride quality. Obviously, it's not going to be as capable with off-roading because you're not going to have as much articulation, but who's going to take this off-road? Oh, Subaru's pulling out. They're going for it. That's why they have a dent in their trunk, because they just go for it. Yeah, it rides nice. I know it's a little bit of a shorter drive, but a little bit strapped for time now. But I've driven quite a few of these Expeditions, so I have a pretty good idea of what they drive like. I just wanted to kind of give my thoughts on this Limited package. I think this might be the Expedition sweet spot because you get all the features. It looks nice. It drives well, and it's not the most expensive Expedition, right? It's not $190,000 to almost $100,000 like the loaded up ones are so expensive now. Still a lot of money, but it's like $10,000 less than like a Platinum, for example. So I think if you're just looking for the best bang for your buck when it comes to the Expedition, then the Limited is that. And I really like this interior. I would consider this interior, especially this finish. I don't know what this trim is. It doesn't necessarily have like a nice feel to it. It just has a cool look to it. And the benefit of this is if your kids scratch it, you won't be able to tell because it already looks like it's scratched. Let me know what you think.